How's it going, guys? It is Luke here. Today I have an awesome match for you guys against a guy by the name of Proxy, I believe. It was a match I had on PO, obviously, as you guys can see. Pretty good standard OU match, so if you guys haven't already, don't forget to join the Keldeo army. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's match. So I'm using the standard team that I like to use, so I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Rotom Wash, as he's going to go ahead and lead with his Politoed. So there's a lot of high level play going on in this match, so you guys may not get some of the moves that I'm making, but I'm going to try and explain as best I can. So first off, I know he's got a Thunderous, so I'm just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump on the first turn. You can see here he's going to go for the Protect as I go for the second Hydro Pump. He did go for the Toxic first turn. So that's unfortunate there that he stays in again. Now at this point I'm going to predict him to predict me to go for the Hydro again, so what I'm going to do is actually end up going for the Volt Switch here as I catch the Toxicroak switch in, which is obviously very nice for me because it does mean that I do get the initiative. So I don't really know what type of player this guy is just yet, so I'm actually going to go straight for the Earthquake just in case he did want to stay in predicting me to over-predict. But he does end up switching in his Thunderous, which is a bit of a problem, as you guys are going to see. So I decided to go back to my Rotom here as he actually goes straight for the Thunder. No reason not to. Actually ends up taking out my T-Tar. Him going for the Thunder there leads me to believe he's not choice because I did have a Gliscor, so I could have switched that in and he could have gone for the HP Ice. So right here I'm actually predicting his switch out as I bring that in, so I end up double switching to my Gliscor. He doesn't bring in what I thought he was going to bring in originally, so the double switch doesn't actually end up working out for me. So I end up having to switch back to my Tyranitar here as he brings in his Politoed, which is good for me because I do end up getting the sand up, so no big deal there, I don't mind that. He ends up going for the Perish Song, not too big of a deal. I end up going for my Stealth Rocks here because, like I said, he does have that Thunderous, and also Rocks are nice for the Latios too, so I end up staying here to do that, staying in here to get my Rocks up. Perish count falls to 2, which isn't really that big of a deal. He ends up going out now into his Toxicroak, as I believe I end up double switching here as well. I end up going out to my Keldeo. I wasn't really predicting anything with this double switch, I just knew he would switch and tried my chances basically at getting a nice matchup. Now right here I actually predict him to predict my switch, so what I do is end up going for the Secret Sword just in case he wants to go for the substitute, knowing that I can pretty much take whatever he wants to go for. He ends up going for the Sucker Punch, giving me the attack raise, which is alright for me. I can see that the Secret Sword is going to be a 2-hit KO after the Stealth Rock, so next time he switches in I will be able to take him out. I end up going for the Secret Sword again as he switches in Politoed. He goes for the Protect here for whatever reason, I guess seeing if I'm going to switch up my moves because he can't see an item on my Keldeo because I'm Choice Specs, so I end up staying in here just going for the Secret Sword again. Now here, I think he predicted me to switch out, but there's no real reason why I would, so I end up staying in, going for another Secret Sword and catching this Kingdra as it comes in. It does a lot of damage, so he's going to end up switching out again to his Latios, and this thing's not going to appreciate a Secret Sword either. That does a really good amount of damage here. Now unfortunately here I am going to be forced to switch. I do need this Keldeo, so I'm going to switch into my Scizor to take the obvious Draco. Now I did change the set on this Sizzle recently, so it's not going to be taking the Dracos anywhere near as nice as I thought. But it turns out I am able to take a second as he stays in, predicting my Pursuit, which is not a big deal to me. I do end up taking it out regardless, but my Scizor is pretty much fodder at this point, so I have to stay in here because I don't want to switch out and have to come back in later on Rocks or anything like that, so I just end up going for the Pursuit as he finishes me off with the Drain Punch. I do get a free switch to my Keldeo. Like I said, I know because it switched in on Rocks I'm going to be able to take it out with the Secret Sword, so I do just go for that. Now again, the Thunderous goes in here. I do make a pretty damn obvious switch. I go out to my T-Tar. I thought he might have predicted the Gliscor at this point and gone for the Hidden Power Ice since he didn't do that last time, but he ends up making a good play, goes for the Thunder. Now right here, what happens is I predict him to want to switch, but in hindsight what I should have realised is that he would have predicted me to go to the Gliscor, predicting him to be choiced, but he ends up going for the Hidden Power Ice, predicting my Gliscor switch in. Again, that was due to me not thinking enough, so it was a good play on his part. And here I end up missing the Stone Edge, which is really costly because he's able to get a Volt Switch, and that goes out to his Heatran. Now I could close combat here, but like I said, he does still have the Thunderous line about, so I don't want to do that, so I end up doubling out to my Keldeo as he goes for the Fire Blast. I know I can take that relatively well, it doesn't matter too much, about 40%, it's not a big problem. Now I am free to go whatever I want to go for here, and he doesn't really have too many viable switch-ins for it because obviously Thunderous isn't going to appreciate any move that I have. I do have the Hidden Power Ice, the Hydro Pump, the Surf, and the Secret Sword, as you guys have already seen. So I'm going to end up taking out this Politoed now. He's going to go back out into a Thunderous. Again, I have to switch at this point. I was going to end up predicting the Hidden Power Ice, but what I decided to do was play it safe and go out to my Tyranitar to take the Thunder, which he does end up going for, which is nice. Now, right here, I'm not sure why he predicts the switch and ends up going for the Hidden Power Ice. I don't know what made him go for that. I think he presumed my Gliscor was still alive and forgot, and I ended up staying in my T-Tar and finishing it off with Nice Beam, so that worked out really, really well for me. So I ended up taking that out due to his misplay. He's going to bring in the Kingdra now at this point. I have to fodder off my Tyranitar to get a free switch, and looking at the rest of his team, it's safe enough for me to just go back out to my Keldeo, and I can just basically hit Secret Sword, or I can go out to my Terrakion and I can just hit Close Combat. So either one is viable, and I choose to go out to my Terrakion, hit Close Combat because he does have a balloon, so that will take out his Tyranitar. So it was a pretty decent match actually. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can click next battle once the next battle goes live, or you can click previous battle to check out the other battles I've uploaded to this channel. If you guys haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe, join the Keldeo army. You can leave this video a like, and if you guys would leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the battle. I would really appreciate that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.